11 years and 6 months. I've never been charged with any crime. I've never received a trial. I have a wife and kids, and I have been cleared for release for more than 5 years.
Alright, Shalom Akim. What led me to this was, according to Revelation chapter 2 and 10, it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil, all right, aka Esau, all right, shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Right? Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. All right. Now, we know Esau's got his concentration camps all throughout the United States. All right. And he's waiting for the right false flag or the right incident to kick off martial law. Once martial law is implemented, then they're going to go, from door to door, into every city and every community, and kick the doors in and start rounding people up, man, and throwing as many people as possible in these concentration camps. All right. Revelations 2 and 10, when they're saying, that, it says the devil will cast some of us into prison, right? The prison is talking about these Fema camps, man. They got over 600 Fema camps throughout the country. Okay, most of them are, a lot of them are converted. Like a lot of them are converted from, old military bases that they closed down, turn them into Fema camps. A lot of these Walmarts are going to be holding facilities or holding stations, that lead to underground, subways, underground railways, all right, where they're going to be hauling people all over the place across the country, all right. But with the right false flag and the right incident, Esau is going to try to round up. What he's aiming for is to go after the elect, all right. Those who push this truth and sincerity, all right. He's coming for the nation of Israel as a whole, all right. But this is ultimately sanctioned by Yahweh, all right, our Heavenly Father, all right, and it's been prophesied about in the scriptures. But this video right here talks about what these men went through. What did it say at the beginning of the video? That they without charges, they were thrown in there, all right. They were separated from their families, okay. And as you watch further on in the video, you're going to see what takes place. But this is mainly focused, geared towards fasting, all right. Fasting is not just abstaining from eating food. Fasting, you afflict the flesh, okay, in order to gain in the spirit, all right. You want to gain in the spirit so you could draw close to Yahweh Shah, all right. If it's going to come to a time where in these FEMA camps, i.e. Other Guantanamo Bay type of facilities, and they got CIA black sites, etc., or these black prisons all over the country and the world, right? But if it's the Most High's will, all right, and you end up in one of these camps, okay, they may try to force you to eat abominable foods, i.e. swine's flesh. All right, that's a biggie with Esau, man. We know he likes to everything. He got pork and everything. He just don't give a damn. But you don't want to get caught up in that. You don't want to get caught up in eating that swine's flesh. If you're in these concentration camps or one of these prisons, man, you can fast, yeah, but fasting is gonna cost you. All right, fasting is really gonna cost you during these times to come. All right, in these camps. All right.
It's not me who wants to harm me, but the administration that is harming me. I will never forget the first time they passed the feeding tube up my nose. I can't describe how painful it is to be force-fed.
Now, these devils, they either going to try to force feed you, which we see here in the video. That's one of their sadistic methods of maintaining control, right? And they may offer you this right here in this video. This is all because they didn't want to eat the food that they were offering at the prison, all right? And because it violated their beliefs, all right? So how much more, being an Israelite, being in one of these camps, these concentration camps, these Fema camps, or in some prison, all right? And only thing they're feeding you is pork, swine's flesh, okay? Pork ribs, pork soup, bread with pork crumbs on it, all that swine flesh, man. All right, and that's all you got to eat. You're gonna have to go into a fast. All right, and the longer you fast, that can cost you. These devils are gonna be pissed off, man. All right, that you're not eating what they're serving you, even though it's in direct violation of the laws of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, the dietary laws, man. Okay.
This way. As it was thrust in, it made me feel like throwing up. There was agony in my chest, throat, and stomach. They put you on a chair. It reminds me of an execution chair. Your legs and shoulders are tied with belts. If the tube goes in the wrong way, the liquid might get into your lungs. I have been moved to Camp 5, the worst of them all. The situation here is especially bad. They are stomping up and down the tier, talking, singing. They have brought in a big fan to make noise.
Now the conditions, just based off of Revelation 2 and 10, all right, we're gonna be cast into prison. We're gonna be tried, man. All right, but if you find yourself in these concentration camps, all right, and you have to eat swine's flesh, man, you have to go into a fast. But you gonna have to remember, fasting. The purpose of fasting is what? Is to draw closer to the Most High. And during times like this, during these situations, you're gonna want to draw closer to the Most High. All right, and the Most High will be with you if you be with Him. Okay, point blank. Period. He's not gonna forsake you. All right. So even if you find yourself in this situation, refuse to eat that garbage, man. All right, refuse to eat that swine's flesh. Okay, and I'm gonna follow up here with it's like Second Maccabees with the Maccabees brothers. All right, I'm gonna go into that shortly. I'm gonna let the video play a little bit more. All right, but fasting may cost you. Just think about it. Fasting may cost you, but it's necessary during that time.
I'd never thought before about being on hunger strike, but I am doing it because I want my freedom. I want to know my destiny. The doctor tried to convince me to break the hunger strike. I told her that I would strike until the guards stopped insulting our Korans. I also said that the president must fulfill his promise to end the nightmare that is Guantanamo Bay. I was sick in the prison hospital and refused to be fed. A squad of 8 military police officers plied me at thirsty. They tied my hands and feet to the bed. They forcibly inserted an IV into my hand. I spent 26 hours in this state. Later, they began feeding me by nasal catheter. The food rushed into my stomach too quickly. I asked him to reduce the speed. He not only refused, but tried to turn it up.
Now, don't you forget, man. Don't you put it past this devil, all right? Esau to try to force feed you, all right? Because you refuse to eat, whatever he may be cooking up that day, whether it's crab legs or shellfish, all right, or like I said, swine's flesh, all right. All those abominable foods, man. You gotta expect this from this devil, okay? And you can't go into these camps, these concentration camps, or these prisons, man, sleeping, all right? You can't be asleep. You gotta have your head on. You gotta be in the spirit, man, all right? Be willing to fast. Be willing to suffer for obeying the Most High, and the Most High won't forsake you. He'll be there for you, all right? Let me read Revelations 2:10 again. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. All right, i.e., you may end up getting force fed. That may be one of the things you suffer. All right, but after getting cast into the prison. All right, behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried. Okay, so that's one of the tricks that this devil's got up his sleeve. All right, it's force feeding you in these prisons, these concentration camps, because he know, Israelites are not supposed to eat swine's flesh, man, and other abominable foods. So that's exactly what he's gonna put on the menu. All right, and if you refuse to eat it, being the devil that he is, he's gonna force you to eat it. All right, he's gonna force you to put food in your body. They take these tubes and stick it through your nasal canal, as you saw, and it goes all the way into your stomach, and whatever goes through that tube goes directly into your stomach. You know, these devils, man, they wicked. You can't put nothing past them, right? So it says that ye may be tried. Yep, that's part of being tried, man. All right, for your fasting. All right, you're gonna be tried for that in these camps. All right, you're gonna be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. So for any number of days, you can go through this, man. All right. Every day they choose to feed you abominable food, and you refuse and you fast. All right. Remember, there's two things happening at that time. All right, you're fasting because you're obeying the Most High, and you're also drawing closer to the Most High, and you're building your spirit up. Okay, the hell with this flesh, man. All right, this flesh is gonna want to submit. It's gonna want to take the easy way out, but you're not fasting. Again, you're not fasting for your flesh. You're fasting to afflict your flesh and build up your spirit during that moment, in that time. Okay. If you find yourself in that situation, okay, that's why you gotta have faith and pray that the Most High increase your faith and put the Spirit on you to endure. Okay, it says, "Be thou faithful unto death." Right? Okay, you don't know what the situation is. They may eventually want to put you to death and kill you. Okay, because that method is not working. All right. Remember, these devils are coming down with great wrath, so they ain't gonna be playing. If you're an Israelite, the Most High Yahweh B'Shem El Shai gonna put the Spirit on them to kill and destroy. Okay, great wrath. That's what they're coming with. That's what this devil Esau is coming with. Great wrath. All right. It says, "And I will give thee a crown of life." Right. So if you suffer and you die, all right. Now you have to give up the ghost. You have to give up the spirit, man. Okay. Just know you got a crown waiting for you, all right? And you're going to be one of the first ones on the chariots, all right?
After he finished his work, he roughly pulled the tube from my nose. I hope that the politicians will understand that this is not about food. I cannot stand being here any further. I'm done. So I'm sacrificing myself. The authorities are playing with the prisoner's weights, and they weigh the prisoner with shackles, and often immediately after they've drunk a lot of water. They hide the weight reading from the prisoners, so there's no saying what is written down. I'm still being force-fed. 2 times a day they tie me to the chair in my cell. I never know when they will come. Sometimes they come during the night when I am sleeping. Even if you are used to it, your adrenaline rushes, your heart starts beating. It's like a car race going 180 miles an hour. When I came back in from the recreational yard, everything had been thrown in my...
And this is part of that trial, man, that tribulation, all right? This devil is going to try to break you down and do anything he can to get you to transgress against the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But in faith, this is the time to realize, you know, that the Most High is the one behind all of this, all right? Okay? The Most High can in that circumstance, all right, or that trial period, anytime he pleases, all right, if it's his will to cut it short for you, all right. Again, we don't know what amount of days we're gonna be going through stuff like that, man, but it's real, and this devil is gonna be more than willing to do it to break you, man, all right. Great wrath is what the devil's coming down with. Great wrath. Okay. Especially for children of Israel. All right. This is not a game. You got to get prayed up, man, and have faith to make it through those times. All right. You don't know if you're gonna find yourself in that situation. You don't know what you're appointed to, what your lot is. All right. But all of us are gonna know in that time. All right.
Like garbage. Papers were all over the floor. They had taken everything in my cell, my legal materials, even my kids' drawings. 84 of us have been cleared for release and we're still here. Let us leave Guantanamo with clear hearts and without hatred. Hatred is evil.
Yeah, and another thing too, when it says 10 days in Revelation 2 and 10, it says 10 days. It could be 2 weeks. It could be 10 days don't necessarily mean 10 days. It can be 5 days. It can be, 2 days. It can be 1 day. All right, or 1 day of extreme tribulation, man. All right, and they could tempt you right on the spot the first day and say, look, this is gonna be what you're gonna eat. You're gonna eat pork. You're gonna eat shrimp. You're gonna eat shellfish, and that's all that you're gonna have. All right, and then you immediately know I can't eat that stuff. That's unlawful. All right, so you pray to the Most High to put the spirit on you where you can fast, all right, and just expect to suffer and endure, all right, in faith, okay, and know that the Most High is going to be with you, man, all right. So yeah, that can go on for any amount of days. Just be prepared and be prayed up. Now is the time, all right, to get prepared, to get in the scriptures, to get into the word, and prepare yourself mentally, spiritually, man. All right. Now, I'm going to stop it there. Okay. And I'm going to go to Second Maccabees. chapter 7. Second Maccabees chapter 7. It says, Second Maccabees chapter 7 verse 1. It came to pass also that 7 brethren with their mother were taken and compelled by the king against the law to taste swine's flesh. All right. So the king wanted to get the 7 brothers, the Maccabee brothers, all right, to eat swine's flesh, man. They were compelled, all right. And were tormented with scourges and whips, right? So the same thing could happen in these concentration camps, man. All right. You may have the warden, or it just may be a decree that if they claim to be Israelites, then it may come from higher up, okay, in the government somewhere. All right. If they claim to be Israelites, then the only thing they can eat is swine's flesh. So the only thing they can eat is some other abominable food. Just because you're an Israelite, they can actually make that a law. All right. And because you're in that concentration camp, or you're in that prison, all right, they're gonna feed it to you and try to force you to eat it. All right. You can't break. All right. You got to remain faithful. But one of them that spake, again, Slakia, 2 Maccabees chapter 7 and 2. But one of them that spake first said thus, what wouldest thou ask or learn of us? We are ready to die rather than to transgress the laws of our fathers. Right? We know, according to the scriptures, what's clean and unclean. All right? And this devil guaranteed will try to get you to eat something unclean. All right? Anything to transgress against the Most High. All right? And during that time, also, Satan is going to be doing a lot more sifting. It's going to be real heavy, all right? Especially for the children of Israel. But you got to have that, that spirit that you're ready to die, man. All right? You're ready to endure whatever you got to endure, that tribulation, that trial, okay? Because remember, who's in charge, the Most High can end it at any given time. But he's going to try you and make sure you remain faithful. All right? The Most High is going to measure your faith and put your money where your mouth is. All right? Verse 3, then the king, being in a rage, commanded pans and cauldrons to be made hot, which forthwith being heated, he commanded to cut out the tongue of him that spake first, and to cut off the utmost parts of his body, the rest of his brethren and his mother looking on. Hey, nah, I don't know. These FEMA camps, man. They're gonna have guillotines in these FEMA camps. They're gonna have MK Ultra programs in these FEMA camps, man. They're gonna have all kind of stuff waiting. All right, for the children of the Most High, man, for Yasharallah. All right, and you best believe they're gonna have the opportunity to exercise all those programs and all their wickedness. All right, they're gonna be given free reign to a certain extent. Again, the Most High is just trying your faith. All right. I'm not saying they're gonna go as far as with the Maccabees brothers and go cutting you into pieces and cooking you and all that. Not every brother is gonna have to experience that. All right. But These devils are going to take it to the limit, man. All right? They may cut your head off. All right? Or threaten your family. That's why we got to cast off the cares of this world, man. All right? Not that you won't, you don't have feeling or emotion, but you got to be cold-hearted, man. All right? You got to be cold-hearted for this truth. Okay? And, you know, but I wanted to bring this out, you know, in the spirit because, you know, if you find yourself in this predicament, man, you know, just you be tried. All right? That's your tribulation. And if you have to die, be willing to die. All right? Then transgress against the laws of the Most High. Okay? And, just endure to the end. Know that if you die, you're going to get on the chariots. All right? You're going to be the first one on the chariots. All right? So, with that, I'm going to end it here. Give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders, great millstone, rule and teach well. Peace and blessings to Akim, who was sincere and who are remaining faithful in this truth. All right, and who continue to hold this doctrine in this truth. All right, close to the vest. With that, I'm going to say shalom.